Hey, it's time to Dish with D. That's me. I want to show you a quick overview of the ITrackbites app. I had a few people ask me, no way am I a professional? I haven't used this app for quite a while. But I'm going to show you just some basic stuff in case you're not familiar with it at all. Just to give you a little basic quick tutorial and decide whether you want to transition over. So let's get started. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, here we are on our main screen. Now, mind you, mine is already set up. I've had this, like I said, about 4 years ago is when I started. So a lot of my things are still in there. But this is your, I call it the launch screen. This is where you track your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner, snacks, activity, and do health checks. You could add notes. You could do, and that's where you do your weigh-in. And see how it's kind of set up? You have the bottom, track, and the next one says, I can't even see what it says. Go to the plus sign. The plus sign is what you want to track. You have activity, food, weight, scanner, calculator, checks. Checks are just when you have like so many waters a day, fruits and vegetables, dairy, lean proteins. That is like an homage to the back in the day Weight Watchers. We used to check off your breads, your milks, your proteins, and oils and whole grains. Well, iTrackbites still does that, which is kind of nice. And then you would hit save at the top. Like I could, track some water and a milk and hit save, so they're tracked for the day. We also have, this is the track page. Then you go to the recipes. Here's all see where it says Pro Upgrade to unlock all the recipes. You're only getting so many for the free app. So if you're like me, I would go for the Pro because it's, I think we'll go back to how much it is a year. But like you could have these, Discover Pro. It doesn't really give you the recipe for this. You'd have to hit Pro, and Pro is $29.99 for a year to become a Pro member. I think it's worth $30, honestly, just for the recipe database alone. But I don't think there's anything they give you. Let me see. Yeah, see, they're not getting any recipes, which I get it. They want you to pay for some things because there's really nothing here that they're giving you. But that's where they would be. They're filtered. There's appetizers, sides, desserts, breakfast, beverages, salads, snacks, soup, main courses. Then there's dietary restrictions, ketogenic, vegetarian, vegan, pescatarian, paleo, Whole30. So you could really, get the recipes that you really, truly want up there. Allergies, if you're allergic to gluten-free, peanut-free, soy-free, shellfish, dairy, you pick those. Cuisine types, French, it's kind of like, it can narrow it down a lot for you, but versus I think the regular WW app, honestly. So that is your recipe section. Like I said, I don't believe you get any of them with the free. But we go back to our, let's get out of here. Back to our launch. Activity. This is how you would search activity. You could put in, it'll give you how many bites you've earned for like 58 minutes of cycling, things like that. Go back out of there. There's all different kinds. I wonder if they have walking, let's see. Walking slow, walking brisk, moderate, which is kind of nice because I don't think Weight Watchers does that. So I do my Leslie Sansone. I could definitely, I don't know if it would be brisk. I think at least be moderate. And you can sit there and I did it for 20 minutes. So I got 2.2 bites. And I have the 0.2 on. You don't have to keep that on. You have to keep, the decimal point is how I have it set up. So also to go back to that, your weigh-in, this is where you track your weight. My last weight I tracked it at 157.5. It gives you how many pounds you lost in total. And you just hit track. And let's go back to that again. There's your scanner. Barcode scanner will scan a barcode. I have this one. Wait a minute. Let's see. There we go. There, it gives you 0.2 bites, which, again, you could turn the decimal points off. I would just say 0 points. But 0.2 bites for my Margaritaville Pina Colada drink mix. So that's always, what else do we go back? Calculator. See, I have it set up to do calories, saturated fat, sugar, and protein. This is for smart points. So that's why I could be able to figure it out. And it's just after you figured out the points, you could track it, and you could just hit track. After, like, if you're just putting the nutritional information in on something, and you can just hit track it, it will track it right to your day, which is kind of nice. Checks, I think we went over that. Yep, your healthy eating, which is kind of nice. They really, because we should be having that much water, that much fruit and vegetables, proteins, like that is really the daily requirements. So it's kind of nice that it has that. Voice, so you could do voice where you don't have to type in, you could just voice in, which is kind of nice. Notes, if you want to add a note to something, maybe, I don't know, something that went well, you want to put it in there, that's where you would put that in. So that is the little plus sign, and if you remember right, Weight Watchers should have a little plus sign. So we go to, here's the community. Now there's not much of a community either because of the Pro. There is some, not a lot, and it's a little bit different. It's hard to interact on this one. I do find the Weight Watchers slightly easier to interact. So that's my only complaint, but you have definitely, now here, somebody posts a recipe. I believe, well, that's not, let me see if we could find one. Somebody did post one earlier, and they'll post the recipe, and you could see it. I don't think I have anybody that's posted one lately. That's the keto. Go to groups. These are all the groups that I'm in. There's a meal preppers group. You get so many good ideas in the community posts. You really, people share, and it's really not. Here we go. If you hit that, there, see, somebody posted a recipe. It shows you how much and the directions. So some people will post recipes. All right, that's like I said, that's the community. And this is my profile. There's my picture. My followers following my groups, where I started in my weight loss journey, where I'm at now. All the milestones are here that they give you. The same thing Weight Watchers does. These are all the posts that I've posted in here. Like when you post in the community, this is where mine go, right here. All right, now we want to go back let's go back to our profile. Hit that little wheel up at the top. That is our profile. Your profile has my name, my username, my start of my journey. This is my little tagline of 270 pounds, my email, Dish with D, female, my birthday, how tall I am, and I want to show my progress. So that's what I do. So that's then you go to weight loss plan. Now I picked Sugar Smart. So that is the one that I picked. They give you, see, it's Better Balance is Pro. Keeping Keto is Pro. Sugar Smart is, I believe, which is the plan I'm on. It was the old Smart, it's the Smart Points plan, the green plan. So Sugar Smart is free. It is the green plan. Now, if you want to do blue and purple, that is Better Balanced. That is a Pro plan. Now, honestly, I'm going to sit there and tell you this. I mean, if you want to get the Pro, get the Pro. But if you know your 0-point foods, I used to do with Sugar Smart. I didn't automatically get the Pro right away. I did wind up getting the Pro because they gave me such a fantastic deal. I think I got it for like $19 for the whole year. No, it was $12. It was $1 a month. That's what I got it for. So yeah, so that's why I'm a frequent flyer here. But as long as I knew what my 0-point foods were, I was able to track in Sugar Smart. I just had to know what was 0. Now, Carb Conscious, that is the Old Points Plus plan. Conquer Cravings was the old Turnaround Momentum plan, I believe. So if you were back here back in the day, I think that was before Points Plus. And they also have calories. Now, from what I understand, if you go Pro, you could have calories as a secondary metric. So if you wanted to count points and calories, you can do that with the Pro. I'm not 100% positive, but that's what I've heard. So like I said, I do Sugar Smart because that doesn't cost me anything, and it's the green plan. So that is the one that I'm on. Ask you your activity level, which I put moderate. I think my activity is pretty moderate. I don't think it's light. It used to be sedentary, but not anymore. I wouldn't consider myself a heavy activity person, so that's why I went with moderate. My fitness goal was to lose weight. You put your goal weight in at 156. My starting weight was 270, and my starting date on this app was May 14th of 2016. I have manual allowances. These are my points: daily allowances, weekly allowances, and activity allowances are right here. So that is all under the weight loss plan. You can have reminders. You can put reminders on to remind you to track, which is kind of nice because, let's put them all on. This way, I don't know about you, but sometimes I get so, involved I forget to track. So then I just have to hit the reminder and it will keep that on, and it will remind me to track. I can't remember if it's a bell or some kind of notification goes on, which is kind of nice. So settings. When you're weighing it, you put your pound, your height, and your weight in. When you want your weigh-in day in, when your weekly, extra allowances. I went with weeklies first because you could choose weeklies, activities, or manual. I always do weeklies first. And then secondary metrics. See, it's with the Pro. When you get Pro, it won't show you here, but you could actually, like I said, it shows you what's in. Let's look at this while we're here. You see, you get a recipe database, you get voice tracking, you get the Better Balance plan, the Keeping Keto plan, first step, Fitbit step tracking, online community posting, recipe builder, restaurant guide, snack and beer guides, and an export log. That's all included for $29 a year. See, mine says restore purchase because I can, I think that's for the whole year. That's a really good deal. I mean, I certainly would recommend you get that. But when you get the Pro, you will pick a secondary metric, which could be calories. If you really wanted to count calories, you can as well. And the app will do it for you automatically. You won't have to do anything extra. The app icon badge. See, I have decimals on. We should just shut that off. Smart search is on. Let's see what smart search is. This tells you, see how everything searching for food items to track is now smarter. You can toggle this feature on. Your results will merge the highest quality. See, this is all, they have everything. There's a question will always be answered here. There's so many good things you can find. Honestly, it's pretty good. Let's go back. So I'm not sure what the CPP opt-out is. I've never really hit that one. You can now opt out in any third-party services that is product utilized for business and purposes. Okay, that's good to know. So that is a mini tutorial of the ITrackbites app. I mean, there's email us, there's a help center, there's community guidelines, help getting started, and you could, there's your health kit you can connect, your Fitbit can connect. Community guidelines. Cold me dish. Gives you tasks. I mean, I'm telling you, for the money, you can't beat this with a stick, honestly. There's all your help stuff. Community guidelines. Email us. Report a problem. I don't see, honestly, oh, hold on, let me get this done. Where you can talk to a coach. That's the one thing I'm not sure they have here. But they do have, the coaches do have nightly things on, I know, on Instagram and stuff. I don't see where you can actually talk to a coach. There's nothing that says it on the Pro either, does it? Recipe database, voice tracking, Better Balance. Yeah, there's nothing where you have like a coach. So that may be one thing that WW app has that they don't. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed this quick little tutorial. If you do, you have any questions, I can try to answer them. Like I said, I don't know too much about it, but I do know something. So let me turn you around. That's it. I'm sorry about the screen being different, but when I'm recording the phone, it has to be straight. It can't do it like this because it's recording the screen, so it would just be cockeyed. So that's my mother's favorite word, cockeyed. So I hope you enjoyed this quick little iTrackbites tutorial. I tried to give you a few just basic stuff so you could make a better decision if you decide you wanted to try it. It's very user friendly. Like I said, the only thing I don't see is when you could chat with a coach. Unless I missed it, I will check it out again just to make sure. But there you go. I thank you for anybody who asked for this video. It is for you. Thank you very much for joining me. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up. If there's anything you'd like to add that I missed, please leave it in the comment section. I am not an expert. I'm just a user, and I just try to give you just a basic, quick little overview of the app in case you were like, oh, I don't know if I want to, I don't know how it looks. I'm afraid. This way you get a little bit of a background. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Like I said, leave me a comment if you know something that I didn't say or I said it wrong, because I will not take offense. Because it's just, I'm a user too. Have a great rest of your day. We will dish another day. Look at my card.